Hey there. I decided I got kind of stir crazy in the camper, and it's doing a little sleeting and stuff, but nothing too bad. And I've got the clothes for it, so got my machete and decided I would come check out the creek. There is not much flow to it, but in this low part there is water. And then this is the first time I've seen this, and I've done some work already, and I realized I didn't have my phone. So this, I was kind of hoping would be trickling by the time I got back with the phone, but it's not. So what I did is I'd like to get this to be kind of a decent little water source of some kind. And I see all these hills around me. I couldn't understand why there wasn't any water. So what I did is I just started following the low spot. You can kind of see where I've rustled up the leaves. And there's also another one that goes that direction off of that hill, but I haven't messed with it yet. They kind of come together in this valley. And what I found pretty quick once I started messing with this is another puddle of water, and it sinks. So what I'm doing is dragging all these leaves out. I won't dig this out. I'll let the water do the work for me. You see, you get a little slice in there, it starts flowing. It's not even raining right now, so that'll kind of drain and cut for me. And the more I followed up, the more water I found. So all the leaves and branches over the years, well, they've kind of clogged this up. And where did I leave off? So I've been kind of curious how much water's moving through there. Stay close. Quit wandering off. I mean, we're where we're supposed to be, but you got a way of wandering. So, okay, I don't know if you can see that here, but that's two hills coming together out there, plus this hill coming here. And the cool part is my property line is like, boom, right there. So all the water that comes off all of this is actually on my property. Even if I was to dam it up a little bit, if I didn't go too far to where I flood their property up here, but that's a long ways once you get out here. So that means is if I can get this cleared out a little bit, because this was not moving earlier, if I get close you can see it's at least trickling through here. So the next good rainstorm will help me to clean this path out, and I might have a creek flowing pretty often. That's a pretty big hill to be feeding this. And then, like I said, there's another gully running right there that should feed that main creek right back there. So I don't know, I think it's pretty awesome that I found this much water so far, because we didn't get a big storm, just a lot of little rain. I'm going to keep clearing this out and see what I can accomplish with this. Y'all have a good one. Alrighty, so I've been working on this for a couple hours, but at this point I have cleared it out. There's a ways back I could follow that, but at this point it's a slow trickle, but we've got a trickle of water that's moving its way through here. And honestly, with the little bit of rain we got, and the fact that I didn't do this ahead of time, that's where it's stopping. That's where the hole full of water is. I'm about 10 foot short of having a steady little stream of water, and that's with almost no rain. So what'll happen is, the next time it rains and a good little wash comes through here, it's going to push all this shit out of the way, and I should have a decent flowing creek. I also went to that other little valley and cleared it out as best I could. It's mostly just poking around, but having a little bit of water on the property is definitely something that matters to me. And what I'm noticing after walking around for a little while and even going on to some other property a little bit is this low spot here is the low spot of a bunch of these hills. So this should hold water most of the time. And I believe that I'm correct in, if I dam this up, you know, say I go over there and I put, let's just say where that log is. If I went 4 foot higher than that, well, yeah, a bunch of this would end up underwater and a lot of it would go under and through. I would do it further that direction and I probably wouldn't go 4 foot high. But my point is I could dam this up to where this, it's hard to see, but this is all a low spot. There's water there where water falls over. And I mean, this all sits about 2 or 3 foot below where I'm standing. So everything from all these hills, all the way around me, all drains into here, which means it's naturally pretty clean water. It's not necessarily spring fed, but my hope as well is that once this water coming down the hill starts to do its job, it'll start to unearth a spring, is my hope. This is pretty low compared to everything around me, and it's gonna be surprising if I can't find a way between one of these hills or valleys to to find some sort of small spring that is draining at least part of the year. So that's my fun for the day. It's like 29 degrees out here and I'm having so much fun just dicking around with this creek that I don't even care. I was in a big jacket earlier and I started sweating, so I've been running through and clearing. I did the same thing over kind of that way. I didn't go as thick with that because it was actually deep. Once I got a bunch of the sticks out of the way over there, it looks like the next big rain ought to wash that right out. Yeah, it looks like my dog is way up there. Rip! Oh, there he is. Easy coming. Okay. Well, that's my fun for the day. I'm mostly just poking around at this water because it rained for 2 days and everything's soft and I can see these low spots and I'm like, man, if they wasn't full of sticks and leaves, I don't think it would be flowing, because I noticed past my property it actually kind of levels back out, and then there's a spot where I can see people were mudding floor wheelers, so it's kind of a bog almost. But this little area should, with a little bit of work in the rainy season, definitely be full of water. I'm gonna have to do a lot to make that happen. Let's see if we got any closer with our trickle. We kind of show what I'm doing here is, so you see we're like right there, and if I find me a decent stick, because I didn't bring my machete, this is pretty dead, but it may do it. So you see we're kind of hitting a high point, and as you start to drag a little trench in the mud, well, it'll slowly fill it up. And what happens is little leaves and sticks and stuff that I missed actually start to clog the works up. So, kind of show you, like, this is a big old vine root. And you get that stuff out of the way. And leaf out, it'll slowly start to find its own way. And my hopes are, whenever we really get a good storm, this will cut a little deeper. It was naturally here. What I did is I could see where the leaves had sank and cleared it out. I might poke at it a little more. just because I keep finding spots where leaves have made their way to clog it. And, I keep getting it just a little closer and a little closer. At this point, I might be about 8 foot. I think I've gained another couple feet. Man, I'm so close, and I'm just kind of stuck on getting this rocking. So, anywho, I'll talk to y'all later. Peace. Well, it took a little bit of work, but here it goes. It's got about a foot left, and it's gonna be officially connecting from one deep hole to another in a pretty well solid stream. And for as dry as it is right this second, I am good with that. And there's still stuff in the way, but just waiting to hear that noise. I should have brought my pickaxe over here, but I didn't. There we go. All right. I know it doesn't seem like anything super exciting, but when this whole deal here fills up, that's quite a bit of water. And oh man, that's cool. All right, well, it's probably a little more boring to look at for y'all than it is for me, but I mean, I've been out here pulling leaves out, and I wouldn't say trenching, but definitely dragging a line all the way to here to make sure this next big rain fills this guy up. So that's enough of that for today. I'll be out here for a couple more days, I'm sure, but y'all have a good afternoon or evening. Later.